Every woman loves to shop, and every woman needs some gift item for someone. And we do all of that.
And much more. At the new Showplace Market, unique items are waiting around every corner. We'll take you on a tour, but first,
whenever you come in, it's like us hosting a big family-style dinner at our house, but we're at the Catfish Cove restaurant, rather.
One family has turned catfish into an event with the new Catfish Cove restaurant. Southern cooking at its best is coming up right after this. The sales tax you pay on the purchase of retail items is the lifeblood of city government. In fact, more than 70% of the City of Moore's operating budget comes from sales tax. What is the current sales tax rate in Moore, and how is it allocated? We'll have the answers later in the show. Should you head out to Catfish Cove for dinner, you'll find owner Kelly Michael busy at work. You'll also find her son Derek helping out, and just about everyone else in her family.
I'm here, and my son's here, and my daughters are here, my niece and my nephew, my mom, and one of my sisters, sometimes both of my sisters. We're all here, my husband.
Whenever you come in, it's like us hosting a big family-style dinner at our house, but we're at the Catfish Cove restaurant.
They and everybody else in town, on a Friday or Saturday night, their parking lot typically looks like this. Full.
Between 4 and 5 we get pretty full, and then usually around 5 or 5:30 we start getting on a wait where people are waiting on tables. They do turn pretty fast. It's a buffet, and so they can go through and get their food, and the tables, you don't have to wait a long time for a table, but there's usually a wait.
There are some key factors that explain the full parking lot, the line at the door, the happy customers, and almost all of them relate to the food. As you might imagine, Catfish Cove specializes in catfish. Very fresh catfish.
The biggest selling point is our catfish here. The best thing about the catfish is it's from the U.S., and a lot of catfish places get their fish from overseas and Vietnamese and other places where they just don't taste as good as our farm-raised catfish. We like to tell everybody that our catfish doesn't have to have a passport to get in the country. So that's what sets the bar higher than most all-you-can-eat catfish places, is that good, fresh, tender, hand-breaded catfish.
Hand-breaded on the premises from fish that have never been frozen. In fact, their fish come from ponds in Mississippi and Arkansas. The fish on their buffet were swimming in a pond just a few days earlier.
When you go to the lake and go fishing and catch catfish and cook it up that night, you just can't beat it, and this is the next best thing.
I also like to tell people that I catch them. I catch what I can and then I have to order the rest, but obviously that's not true.
But not far from it. Their fish are hand-breaded and fried up throughout the evening, then out to the buffet line where customers eat as much as they can. Add to that chicken tenders, hot wings, jumbo fried shrimp, fresh-cut French fries, peel and eat broiled shrimp, and all the fixings, and all made from scratch.
We make everything from scratch. We don't order things in and just have to drop it in a deep fryer or put it in the microwave and serve it. We actually cut everything, our onions, our broccoli, our cauliflower, everything. Most places nowadays are going to prepackaged, vacuum-sealed foods that they get in, and they open a bottle of dressing, they pour it on the line, and we make our blue cheese. We have a house dressing, a garlic dressing that we make from scratch. We make our ranch dressing, and just everything's homemade from scratch.
And that goes for dessert too. At Catfish Cove, you'll find homemade ice cream made on the premises with a taste just like the kind folks used to make on their back porch. And then there's the cobbler.
We keep my grandmother, everybody in the family calls her Nana, in the back, and she's cooking cobblers just as fast as we can get them out. That's because people are eating them. We'll put a cobbler out about every 10-15 minutes, and when we're busy, sometimes faster than that. But she's back there with her wooden ladle, and she's It's Nana's homemade cobbler, and she has a peach and apple that we put out there. Occasionally we'll put a cherry out, but all those are homemade and fresh, and we make them that day.
Catfish Cove is an all-you-can-eat buffet restaurant with very specific days and hours of operation. They're open Thursday through Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. and on Sunday from 11 to 3. Since they're not open every day, people tend to take advantage of the opportunity when they are.
People will come up to us and tell us, come up to the register or come up to the front and tell us how good it was, and they heard it from somebody or a friend told them, and they're going to tell friends, or they'll, we have a lot of people, we're only open 4 days, but a lot of people will eat 2 days a week here. They'll come on Thursday and Sunday, and they have their certain table that they sit at, or they'll bring friends back with them, so they really, really like it.
Which all adds up to big crowds, good food, and happy customers.
We get a lot of people in here, and everybody just eats and talks and has a good time. It's like an American Saturday night, just relaxing and having a good time.
For more about Catfish Cove, consult the following contact information. The sales tax you pay on the purchase of retail items is the lifeblood of city government. In fact, more than 70% of the City of Moore's operating budget comes from sales tax. What is the current sales tax rate in Moore, and how is it allocated?
When we moved into this building, there was absolutely nothing from here to 19th Street. It was just a wide open field. So we've seen the retail and the restaurant development just boom up and down 19th Street and along Telephone too. The way the city has grown plays a hole in it. Everybody wants to be around, good restaurants and good places that you can have family fun, and also the school systems. The school systems, and then on top of all the development that Moore has had, has really made, the housing business, I think, boom in this city. Even though it is a big town, it's still a small town in a big city. And growing up in a small town, it really still has a small town feel. And everybody looks out for everybody, and everybody is very friendly and nice, and we just love doing business here and love, doing business with the city and everybody else.
Once or twice a year, people flock to major craft shows like a Fair of the Heart, where they find incredible one-of-a-kind items, unique jewelry, home decor, handmade furniture, and decorative ideas. But for many people, women in particular, once or twice a year isn't nearly enough.
Every woman loves to shop, and every woman needs some gift item for someone. And we do all of that.
All of that and much more. The new Showplace Market in Moore makes the big craft show experience available every day in a unique upscale environment.
Showplace Market is a vendor mall that has very unique vendors, everything that's non-commercialized. It's 9,000 square feet, so it's a shopping experience, like a treasure hunt. You never know what you're going to get.
At Showplace Market, more than 100 different vendors offer unique items you just won't find elsewhere.
And then we have these fabulous magnolias and poinsettias.
One of those vendors is Debbie Bauer, a home decor specialist. From unique home furnishings to complete holiday themes, Debbie is finding the market to be a perfect place to showcase her services.
Well, they did it the right way. They just started out with the right footprint. They are very professional. They have done a great juring process with making sure that there's not a lot of overlap, that there's a lot of interest from, you know, children's to grannies to everyday people, shoes, clothing, accessories, jewelry, home decor and fashion, a great cafe. Just, it has everything. You can come spend the day here.
And many people do. Then they tell their friends.
But every customer that comes in, as they walk out, they tell us, this is so much better than I thought it was. We will be back. We're going to tell all our friends. I had a customer come up and say, I asked them how they heard about us, and they said, my friend actually sent an email out to all of us saying, you have to go there.
Customers come from all over the metro area, as do the vendors, but Showplace Market has developed a special relationship with several more businesses, allowing them to build their customer base through visibility at the market.
We have a lot of people come from here already down there at the shop. They've never been in the shop before, you know, but I think they come through here, and I think it's just the beginning.
Another more business partnering with the market is Two Olives Cafe. They provide sandwiches for a deli area that also includes a full coffee bar, chocolates, and candy confections.
We've got great espresso drinks, wonderful frappes. We have frozen smoothies now, mangoes and strawberry. We have confections from Oklahoma City. We have wonderful little cheesecakes, and then we also have great lunch specials, a great combo that you can come here for lunch and eat for $6.25 and get a drink, a cookie, a half a sandwich, and some chips.
And they even have a TV special. If you tell them you saw this segment, you can buy this special Showplace Market coffee mug, filled with coffee and a refill for only $5. And incidentally, their coffee is completely unique in Oklahoma, ground from gourmet beans, which are shipped in from Italy.
If you're just not wanting to shop but want to come into a quiet place and have something different and not have fast food, come in, get coffee, get a sandwich, cheesecake, come and sit down in the book nook and read, a book for your lunch break and have that experience. But it was real important for that to also not be commercialized, for it to have a unique feel to us, to kind of the whole place be a unique experience.
The Book Nook is a miniature bookstore within the market, selling current New York Times bestsellers and titles from various local authors.
But it's also an area that you can come over here and get your food or your coffee. And if you want to sit down and relax for a while, we have free Wi-Fi, so you can get on your computer, you can read a book, you can enjoy your coffee, you can get up and shop, or, if your husband's with you or your significant other and they're not wanting to do the tour of Showplace Market, they certainly could sit over there in a very comfortable setting.
All told, the Showplace Market is a unique shopping experience, never before seen in the Moore area.
As the construction went on and as we started telling people about it, everyone assumed it was up north. And why can't Moore have one? We should not lose customers because we don't have something unique or boutique kind of items. And I felt it was really important we bring it down south side.
In addition to everything else, the market offers trunk shows in which select items are brought to a specific location for in-home shopping. They can also arrange for closed shopping in which the entire showplace is reserved just for your group. It's all waiting just off East 19th Street and Broadway in Moore. For more about Showplace Market, consult the following contact information.